Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Crafty Saturday. My name's Michelle Irene, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I am live with you every Saturday morning, and I'm just so very glad to be here with you today. It is a rainy, chilly, not really chilly, it's kind of bleh outside. Anyways, it's just one of those North Carolina spring mornings. So I'm going to hang out here for just a little bit and see who's joining me today. Sorry I was a little bit late jumping on, but the dogs needed to go outside, and I thought, you know, I should probably do that before I start my live video with you. So I'm trying to see what my comments are today, and I may not be able to see you this morning. I'm over here on my Mac. There's Anne. Hi, Anne. Let's see if I can pop in with you. There you are. Oh, awesome. How is everybody today? Do you have big plans for Saturday? I am going to go get a manicure and a pedicure and see if I can go buy a new top because I'm presenting at Onstage next week, and you know, it's just a really good excuse to go shopping. So I'm going to treat myself to a little shopping therapy today and have lunch with a friend. It's going to be great. So what you see in front of me is not my project today. This is actually my project for Sunday, April, oh my goodness, it's next Sunday, whatever that date is. Is it the 14th? I think it's the 14th. So it's the day after Onstage. Onstage is Saturday, and we're going to drive back Saturday night. I do have my Sweet and Simple class on Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. As always, this is available in person or to go, and I just thought that this would make a perfect Easter project. So I don't usually do samplers or things like this for Sweet and Simple, but this is not a difficult one, and it's a lot of fun. So we're going to do a little stamping, we're going to do a little punching, and then we're going to do a little die cutting, and it's perfect. You're going to leave here wondering, should I give that away or should I keep it? I think I'm going to keep it. It's my colors. It's going to fit really nice on some white shelves that I have downstairs. And this is beautiful. We're going to use blends. We're going to use ink. We're just going to have a good time. So there will be a small treat. I don't know what it will be, but it will be tasty. And we'll just sit and laugh and craft, and I hope you enjoy that. All right, so I'm going to put that away so it doesn't get ruined. And I promised you that we were going to have some Easter crafts today. Now these are some easy crafts. Ugh, I have a string. This is going to bother me. I'm so sorry. Can I cut that off? Do you see that string on my blouse? It's like 18 inches long. Okay. This is going to be a fun craft that you can do, and it doesn't take a lot of preparation. So I've put together this pretty Easter banner. Right? So look, here's some bunnies, and they're all bunnies, and they're all the same bunny, but I put them on some triangles of our designer series paper stack, and the subtles, and then I grabbed a few from other stacks that I thought, well, those look like Easter colors. All right, so here, this is not So Saffron. I think I've used all of my So Saffron, so this must be Daffodil Delight. Whoops, let's get this in order. All right, Flirty Flamingo. This looks like Mint Macaron. This is Daffodil Delight. Highland Heather, Pear Pizzazz, Grapefruit Grove. No, I'm so sorry, that's not Grapefruit Grove. Is it? Powder Pink. and soft sea foam. I put little pink bunny tails on them because I tried white with the tulle ribbon. I thought the white ribbon would be pretty, but it was just too much white on white. And it was kind of floppy. So even though there's flopsy bunnies, we're going to have some pink bows for tails. So I'm going to show you. This is not quite done. You can see that I have this powder pink shimmer ribbon. And again, you know, the best of intentions. I was going to use the tulle because I was going to string this from my mantle, but it's so stretchy and so light that the weight of my banner just pulled it right down. So this shimmer ribbon is nice and sturdy. It's not, you know, it matches really nicely. And these are secured on the back with these clips. So I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to show you how to make this bunny banner. So the first thing that I want you to do is to grab a silicone mat. Now my silicone mat here looks like there's been a lot of love on it. There's some residual adhesive, and looks like I used it for embossing paste. But it works just fine. If you don't have a silicone mat, just be really careful that you don't get adhesive on your paper. And I've pre-cut. So I'm going to show you. Move that out of the way. So these are the pieces that I used. I used our layering circles and layering ovals pieces. Okay, that's all. There's 4 shapes that we need to make our bunny. So I didn't overlap them, of course, but I'm just showing you. So we have 2 circles, and then we have 2 ovals from the layering circles and layering ovals framelits. Okay, and I punched out a lot. I'm going to use this as the body, this as its head, and then for each bunny you need 2 ovals. That feels like 2 of them there. It is. 2 ovals for ears, and then 2 smaller ovals for little pink bunny inside ears. Totally adorable. Okay, sorry. I heard some rustling in the back, and you know my dogs get into stuff when I'm live. Okay, so as you can see, I don't want the full circle, so I'm going to just eyeball where I want snail. And you can use snail, or you can use your liquid glue, whatever you are most comfortable with, and whatever you think is going to hold the best. I'm just going to use snail this morning. And then I'm going to put a little snail on the back and make my little ears. I cannot see comments. If you are commenting, I'm so sorry. Facebook is really giving me fits. This is the 2nd time this week I've done a live, and I just can't see anything. It's so frustrating. So it's not that I'm ignoring you this morning. I love you guys, but I can't see. Okay? Ugh. Will you excuse me just a second? Talk amongst yourselves. Here, look at some pretty bunnies. My dogs are doing something. And she's back. So sorry about that. It's the little one. It's always the little one. All right. Where were we? We were putting these bunny ears back on. Oh, so frustrating. Now, what I do is I put my ears on my silicone mat, and then I kind of see where they're going to go for my bunny. You don't want them too high, because then they look like some other sort of rodent. So you want little bunny ears here, okay? And so we're going to put a little adhesive right on the bottom. I really hate rodents, so I want to make sure that they look like bunnies and not some other something. Okay, now, where's that ribbon? Here it is. Again, this is the powder pink shimmer ribbon, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it makes the best bows. All right, so my trick for tying bows, I don't use a tool. I don't use a fork. If you do, that's fine, okay? But this is how I know how to do it. So make a loop, pinch it tight, okay? And don't worry how big your loop is. I think part of the reason people have trouble tying bows is they're like, okay, so I want a little bow and I'm gonna try. There's no way I could do that, all right? So make a nice loop, okay? Don't be afraid, we can fix it later, all right? All we wanna do is make a general bow, all right? So take your loop, pinch it, wrap this around your thumb and forefinger. See that? I'm going to do it again. Here's a loop. Wrap it around your thumb and your forefinger. And then, holding it with your middle finger, you're going to lift. I'm not twisting. I'm just lifting this over my fingers and popping that through. Do you want to see that again? That's kind of cool. All right, so here we go. A loop. Wrap it around, hold it, so you've got thumb, index finger, and middle finger with your bow or your ribbon in between. And then, don't try to move your fingers. Hold your fingers still. Pick this piece up. Whoops, come on, bow, move out of the way. I'm doing it in slow motion. You know, like I'm thinking about what I'm doing. Okay, so lift this up, pop your fingers through, slide your thumb, grab it, and pull. I have no problem with bow makers. I have been making bows for presents and other things since I was a little girl. And I think, you know, part of this comes from when I did ribbon embroidery. If you use a bow maker, I think it's great. And if you do that bunny ear thing, sorry bunny, I'm not dissing you there. But if you do that bunny ear when you tie bows, that's fine too. I have no idea what that is, okay? But this is how I tie a bow. You're welcome as long as, you know, my thing is, if you get a bow that works and you're happy with it, go with it. But, okay? And then just trim your ends. Love this ribbon. Nice and strong, nice and sturdy. If you are into learning how to tie ribbon, this is a great ribbon to learn how. Okay, then I'm going to grab my glue dots. If Shirley's watching, she's going to be proud of me because my adhesive is right here with me this morning. Okay, and I'm going to attach my little bunny tail. Voila, little bunny. Now, let's set him aside because he's adorable. And grab your trimmer and a pen. All right, so this happens to be my paper pumpkin pen. I like them. I keep them around. And I'm going to show you how to make the triangle for the banner. So this is a 6x6 designer piece of Designer Series paper in Balmy Blue. And I want it to be polka dots. So I'm going to make my measurement on the stripe side so it doesn't show. So I'm going to line this up. And like I said, it's 6x6. And what I want is to make a mark at 3 inches. Okay, we're going to cut an isosceles triangle. That means it's the same on all sides. So it's going to be from 3 inches. So line up. Can you see that? Please tell me you can see that. Do I need to move it down? Yes? No? I don't know. I'm going to try moving it down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so here is the dot. I've lined it up with the center guide, and then I'm going to hold it there and turn that so that I've got my dot on the center and I have my corner in the center. Okay, so I'm just going to make one cut right up the center, and then I'm going to rotate my paper and I'm going to put this corner that I didn't cut and line it up with the apex of my triangle. And I'm going to make one more slice. So here we have a very nice equilateral. It's probably not an isosceles. It's an equilateral triangle because it's the same length on all sides. Turn it around. Oh, I said I wanted dots, right? Okay. What was I thinking? So here is my bunny. Now, here's a little trick or tip. Don't put him so far up that you don't have room for a clip, all right? So I'm going to add some snail. And I really do want quite a bit because it's kind of heavy and I don't want him to go anywhere. And we're just going to put it on there. And these are those gold library clips. And we can add him right to, where is it? The other side of my banner here. Yes, it got tangled up. Because it wouldn't be Crafty Saturday if I didn't make a mess. All right? So I'm going to just eyeball. I've placed it about maybe 4 or 5 inches apart. This is going to be so cute on my mantle. I can't even wait. I have wanted to make one of these for a while, and I thought, well, why not now? Okay, open your clip, and there you go. So, again, bunnies for Easter. So adorable, so cute, and with materials that you probably already own. How neat was that? Oh, and you know what else you could do with that bunny? I saw it was really cute. So, I'm just going to take this one right here. I'm going to unclip him. So, I saw, you know, when you're surfing Pinterest, they had a bunny like this, and they took a punch. So you could take like the itty bitty blooms punch, or you could take the 1/2 inch circle punch, and they punched a hole right in his tail. Okay, where his tail would be. So don't put your bow, punch a hole there, and they put a little baby carnation for the tail, and they used it as their plate decor. Right? So if you're going to be setting an Easter table, don't put your bow, punch a little hole, and put a little baby white or pink carnation right there for his little baby bunny tail. I think that would be just adorable. If you do that, would you please send me a picture? I'd love to see it. Speaking of taking pictures, if you make any of my projects, I'd love to see it. You can post it over on my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle. Or you can post it right here on Facebook. All right. All measurements for projects are always on the blog. They may not be up there today because I've got to run, but they will be up there later. So I have one more fun project for you. This can go on your mantle. This can go, if you hear a weird whistling noise, it's my furnace. Just warning you in ahead. This is going to be a very cute mantle or table decoration. All right, so again, using a layering oval. Now, it's not quite the shape of an egg. So what I did when I ran it through the Big Shot, I just made sure that I hung it over enough. I wanted a flat end for an egg, so I just ran it through without having it lined up directly. Okay? Now, I have pre-cut. You didn't want to see me do this on the Big Shot. It's okay. I'm not offended. All right? But I do have 9, and you can see, right, oval on the top, flat on the bottom. And these are all in soft seafoam because it's one of my favorite new colors. And I have my scoring tool. All right, so I'm going to move that down so you can see. Now, this is right about, like if I see right down here, 2 3/4 inches. Okay, so in order to line this up, I want this, move it from the left just a little bit, not flush, okay? And I would like you to score that at right about, look at the top, and you're going to do about 1 3/8. Okay? And you know, when we're crafting with Michelle, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's paper. It makes me happy. I know it's gonna make you happy. So just do 1 3/8 on all pieces. I have 9. Yesterday I did one with 5. I wasn't that happy with it. It seemed a little flat. So we're gonna try with 9. Just score it 1 3/8 or thereabouts. And you don't have to do a good score. You could even eyeball it if you're really good at getting a nice straight fold, which I'm not. That's why this tool, this scoring tool, is my favorite in the whole world. Honestly, you could take away all my other tools and I would keep this one. Because I can't fold a straight line. And I know there's okay? So what I want you to do is just give those a real quick crease. And I'm going to alternate big polka dots and little polka dots. You could do all the same. If you're a matchy girl, you could do all the same, and that's okay. Oh, I better make sure. Oh, those are stripes. I don't want stripes. Maybe I'm gonna do all little polka dots. Nope, those have to be polka dots. Those are big. All right. So full disclaimer, I cut this early in the morning when I didn't have very much coffee. I had a tragedy this morning. I was making coffee. Most of it's decaf. I must get to the grocery store. All right, so for this project, you want to use multi-purpose liquid glue. And we're going to kind of honeycomb these together. So since I'm using big polka dots and little polka dots, we're going to alternate, okay? And I'm not a big fan of liquid glue unless it's something that I need to manipulate and make sure is straight. And the reason I don't like it is because I don't like it all over my fingers. There's no other reason. I think this is the best glue in the world, but I really don't like sticky fingers. Okay, so there's one. And we're just going to keep alternating these. And make sure you've got the flat end on the flat end, okay? That's really important. That's going the wrong direction. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm gluing this the wrong way. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have a striped egg. Oh, I love you guys, and you are so forgiving. And you can have a good chuckle with this one. Welcome to Michelle's World of Crafting. It's never a dull moment, I promise. Not only that, but I don't know what I'm making. But this is fun. So you could, if you wanted, like to hang these, you could run a string of baker's twine or thread or ribbon right down that. Oh my goodness. You know, so if you're gonna make these, here's what I think you should do. Use solid paper, I'm just saying. That way you don't have to worry about which way your pattern's going. Oh, too much fun. You should be here. Then we could have fun together and laugh. Oh, last night I had a group of girls here. We were laughing. Oh my goodness, we were laughing. I didn't think we were going to get any work done. We were making my swaps for onstage. Okay, so while you're doing this, you know, you could just give it a good squeeze so that everything's sticking. All right. Oh, don't stick them together. Okay, don't do that. Last one, we're going to put liquid glue right here. and you're going to glue one side, and you're going to glue this side, and it's going to sort of look like an Easter egg that has stripes on it and not polka dots. And your stripes are going to go in all sorts of directions because that's not what you were thinking you were going to do. But, are you ready? People ask me all the time, how do you keep your scraps? My answer is, I don't. The only scrap paper I keep is white. And I know that some of you are just shocked over that, but I don't have room and I don't have time to keep up with all of my paper crafting scraps. So I truly, truly, truly just keep white. Some, you know, it depends on the season. Could be very vanilla if it's in the fall. And shimmer white I keep. Now this is a huge block and I don't know why I have it on a huge block other than I didn't want to lose it. And this is Happy Easter from this stamp set that I kind of forgot about, and I'm glad I found it. I'll probably make some. You're Inspiring, this was new last year. And I like it because it has Happy Mother's Day and beautiful, beautiful daffodils. And I have daffodils blooming in my yard right now. Then I'm going to take this banner punch, and I'm going to punch out Happy Easter. Get that centered. And grab some glue dots. And let's find a piece of this egg that I like. Okay. See, it's kind of coming apart, so because I didn't hold it long enough, just make sure you go in there and hold it. Okay. This is kind of pretty with the stripes. It's not what I wanted, but it's kind of pretty. All right, so we could put our banner here. So I'm going to roll a glue dot between my fingers, and I'm going to put it on the edge there. And I'm going to put another one on the edge here. And I'm just going to take my banner punch out, and then I have a Happy Easter Easter egg. All right, so very cute, so very easy. You know, be careful adding a bow, because if you added a bow on the top, I'm going to show you. So I'm tying a bow again. If you add a bow on the top, it looks like a cactus. So don't make cactus, make Easter eggs. All right, so you could add a little bloom from the Bitty Blooms punch. That would be cute. But have a lot of fun. And if you're really into making cactuses, that's how I would do it too, a little barrel cactus. But you can put that on a plate. You could put that on your mantle, all right? So I hope you have a very, very wonderful weekend. Go make some bunnies, because they're not just really stinking cute. You're gonna love it. Everybody else is gonna love it. And it won't take you a lot of time. All the directions, all of the materials will be listed on my blog. If not today, then certainly by tomorrow. All right, you can visit my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com. Go out and make it a crafty Saturday. Bye-bye.